Welcome back to episode 2 of Deathmatch Island. Joining me this week are
Kane,
Fitz,
and Mike.
Cue the music.
Fashion badger, alright. Fashion badger.
When you last left us, our competitors, the grizzled fishing boat captain Oscar Hartman, the nail salon manager Harlow Bellamy,
Hello.
and the district attorney Mayor Morrows.
very serious and happy to be here.
She gives a curt nod.
A nod.
And nothing else.
Very
We're one
appropriate
step
nod.
closer to the prize.
Yes.
They had just reached the White Water Challenge, a challenge to make their way across a rushing, treacherous body of water against another team. The other team's lining up beside you. The challenge light on top of the terminal turns green, and it's game on. May, as the leader here, speak to me about your approach and about your goal.
I think I've failed miserably. I think in every single thing I've done since we started this event. I don't think there's one thing that's gone well. So I'm really starting to be fatigued. I'm not going well, and I know my strengths and my weaknesses, and it's starting to think that maybe I'm better to support these people on this thing because I'm a district attorney.
We'll come across a courtroom at some point.
And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping after here we go to the Supreme Court. But until then,
Everything's fishing related. I'm like, water related. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm a boat captain. And you're like, when's this courtroom going to come into effect?
A boat captain, you told us last time you get violently seasick.
Yeah. Also, scared of heights and chasing the Intercontinental Championship for some reason.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to try and support the team through this one.
Okay. So you're sitting out. So when you support, you give a copy of your name die to one of the people who's participating. We'll cover who that's going to be in a second. Harlow, Fitz. Are you participating in this? Now, this is not like a sprint of a little canoe across a river. This is a punishing endurance race across quite a wide stretch of water. And the current is dragging down to these incredibly treacherous rocks just downstream. Is this your wheelhouse?
this is really not my wheelhouse. Were this a catwalk in Milan or a Sears Boxing Day sale on Main Street, I would be in my element. But this really isn't my cup of tea.
Why did you apply to come on this show?
I can't remember. I have amnesia.
Yeah, exactly. I do not remember. Harlow Bellamy has the amnesiac. So I think I might hope that Captain Oscar is going to do it, and I will support.
You're putting me out there on my own. I can paddle from both sides of the boat at once.
This is a boat on water. This is literally your job.
What could possibly go wrong?
We're about to find out.
If you're participating, which I hope you are, or else we're in trouble, give me the brief announcement. Your name, Oscar Hartman, has joined the fight.
Boatman, river extraordinaire. Afraid of heights? ? Seasick? Definitely. And a big tick goes on the screen.
On the far side, the far bank of the river, beckoning you, is that lovely orange gift crate with the bow on top. Some rewards await inside, no doubt. Presume Harlow and May, you're both supporting.
We are. So I'm going to
Correct.
give you my challenge dice right now.
And there's mine too.
Tell me, you have some equipment now. You have some acquisitions, you have some weapons, and you have some climbing gear, like a grappling hook and all this. Are you using any of that?
The knuckle dusters I won't use. I think if I had one of the sharper weapons, I probably would look at some sabotage. The climbing equipment, there could be I look at it, there's a grapple hook, there's some nice, strong, sturdy ropes that I could certainly use to launch over on the other side. But if I have so much support coming, if I use an equipment, does that burn it or can I come back to it?
Yeah, you're using it, it's done.
Oh.
I think I'm going to, and that would add a D4.
Yeah, that adds a D4 that you add on top of your roll. So usually you just choose your two highest dice, but this adds a D4 to those two highest dice.
As a segue, I'm not sure about the successful market for disposable climbing equipment, one-use climbing equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it really only needs to work once.
You made it across the crevasse and now you're stuck there.
Yeah, or you've made it to the top. Good luck.
I'm going to keep my equipment and I've just run straight down, push the raft, or is it one of those big inflatable yellow ones? that I'd expect in like a Jurassic Park film.
It is now.
Yes.
Oh.
I pushed that straight in. I haven't even looked to see if anyone's joining me, and I've jumped straight in the boat. So I'm not using any equipment.
So you're going to roll a dice for your name, the 2 support dice, a dice for being a fishing boat captain, and your challenge-based dice. So is that 5?
It is. It's 4d6 and a d8.
All right, roll that.
Ooh.
I've rolled a 13.
You've succeeded.
Of course he did.
Yes.
And I bet the followers are proud.
Tell me how this looks. Now, the other team are frantically competing against you. They're doing everything they can to get the advantage. Tell me how you persevere and
And
succeed.
they're working so well together. They're 3 in the boat. And I'm pushing this great big inflatable yellow lifeboat looking raft straight into the water. I haven't even looked behind me to see where you two are. I've fallen into it, and I've got the crazed eyes. I've got tiny pupils, and I've got my big fisherman beard, and it's got sweat and things through it. But I'm like crazed, and I've got the paddle, and I'm on one side of the boat, and I'm paddling, and then the other side's dipped in, and I'm paddling again, and it's going so quick, it's cartoony that I'm becoming a blur as the paddle goes from side to side.
Your boat's...
Yeah, the front of the boat's lifted right
Yes.
up like a dragster.
And they're working beautifully together in their boat, but this is going across, and in one breath, I've just held a scream the entire time, just going across, and they're affected by the current, and they go back behind me and further downstream, and somehow I've gone across as if the water isn't affecting my boat.
And how have Harlow and May, you can all contribute on this, how have you all helped him achieve this goal?
Well, just like it took me a very, very quick time to change my outfit completely, in a ridiculously short span, I've quickly ducked into the bushes, popped straight back out with a giant banner-like sign made from palm fronds and bits of greenery that says, "Go Oski," and has got a very realistic-looking picture of him woven in through the palm fronds of your face.
I like that.
And I'm waving it above as like a cheer squad, helping out, screaming and clapping as it goes.
And May, you're a slightly more serious and direct person.
Yep.
Is this like golf clapping approval, or is there some sort of underhanded mechanism towards the other team that's helping? It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're helping Oscar do better. It could be that you're causing them to do worse.
Yeah, look, I've given Oscar a bit of a pep talk. I'm really nervous, and when I get nervous, I tend to default to mindless business talk, which is where I'm padding things out and I'm just using big words. But Oscar, I'm assuming, is a low IQ gentleman, and so he's motivated by what I say. So I've advised him that he needs to work together as a team. We'll be providing him some input to achieve his objectives. There'll be great team cohesion and synergy generated from this thriving discussion. And once it's completed, we can circle back and discuss how his performance went and conduct a performance review based upon that. These words, of course, are just going over his head. He doesn't understand any of it.
But even Mike is just glassy-eyed. He's not
I don't even
understanding
know
any
what
of
I
it.
said.
Oscar can see a pie chart on the bank.
But these big words have just really impressed him and have fed into his ego and given him confidence that even if he doesn't understand what I'm talking about, maybe I do. And so he feels ready to go.
You were saying all this stuff, but all he heard was, we're a championship belt.
Yeah, that's right. So
I have never not enjoyed a word less than synergy.
synergy, circle back.
Circle back.
Put a pin in it.
Oh, put a pin in it. Oh.
The two of you who supported...
Should we
Are
take
you still
this?
going?
Should
You
we
don't want
take
to
this
take it
offline?
Oh, no.
They got it before I got it.
The two who supported each gain 1 follower and each gain 1 trust point with Oscar. Oscar,
Talk followers to me.
the big banana here, you're going to be gaining 11 followers.
Wow.
You're also best. You're our leader again.
I could have told you that beforehand.
You're going to be getting some rewards, and obviously you choose how to distribute these rewards.
Real shame that you guys can't see me on the other side of the bank to see what rewards I'm pulling out.
When you get the crate opens, the little greeting card music plays, and you get 4 serves of small luxuries. And these things can be like little treat foods or cigarettes or little, one of those little airline bottles of alcohol. These are things that boost your morale and lift you up.
I like that.
Yeah.
Are you now
also-
going to put me on the spot?
Well, yeah, there's 4 of them, but you also get, before you decide, a Remington M870 shotgun.
Whoa!
And an M67 fragmentation grenade. Sorry, what's that? You like pairs? 2 of them.
Yay! As in 2 pairs and also the grenade.
Oh, no, gosh. No. 2 grenades.
More nashies.
2 grenades.
We almost have a bushel. I don't know. Do you have, what's the collective noun for pairs?
Must be.
Yeah.
I don't know much about grenades. Was this a high explosive?
It says M67 fragmentation grenade.
Frag.
Frag out!
Yeah, it sounds like a Call of Duty grenade to me.
Frag out!
I'm excited about the shotgun, and you did say endless ammo. Okay, cool. I've written that down.
Brilliant. Divide those however you see fit.
Yeah. Okay. Grenades are straight in my pocket. And both.
Oh, you're not sharing them?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, right. Okay.
And the shotgun is slung across my back.
I'll take our listeners back to many, many episodes ago. What happened to the last guy that ended up with a grenade in his pocket?
I'm going to have a lot of fun giving May a grenade. So, May, you've got a grenade, and I'm taking the shotgun and another grenade.
To be fair, I think, Harlow, you pulling the pin on the grenade would probably ruin your nails.
So
I think
it could too. And I'm just looking at, I'm out here without my wardrobe, and I'm looking at the pins on these grenades going, this would be an excellent earring.
No.
So the temptation will be there to take it out and just put it in.
The next time I look at you, it's in your ear, and I'm like,
Hello, no!
And then it's just,
I died looking pretty.
Small luxuries. I'm going to name one, and then I'm going to ask assistance from the table.
You know, you can just tick small luxuries for up to 4 people. But yeah, I agree. It would be fun to know what they are.
Yeah, so I think the first is going to be a magic 8 ball.
Of course, the traditional first luxury that you always ask for.
That one came out of a holster. Kane, May, can you name a small luxury for me?
A little one of those gift, we can get like a single shot of whiskey, but it's a small one, but it's just single shot of red wine. Like every district attorney would like, just to...
And is it what kind of red wine? Is it like Merlot or is it...
Yeah.
Or is it a Harlow?
Oh, no, I don't like that.
No.
Merlot Bellamy Estates. I'm getting more shapes in the head.
It's real cheap.
It usually comes in a box. And they've got 70 bottles out of it.
I love that it's not even flammable. I don't know how we're going to use this bottle of red wine, but I love it.
We'll make someone sleepy when they have it.
Harlow, what do you got for me?
Boost your morale, going to help you improve, help you recover fatigue. So
Also not cigarettes, okay.
Ooh.
well,
I feel like I maybe like I hate to harp on about it, but maybe, or Harlow on about it, maybe like a small nail polish kit or a nail kit, something like that. Even weird.
What about the stencils for nails?
Oh, so I can constantly change the ones as I go along.
Yeah, you can put patterns on them.
Done. Yeah, I like it.
Means
And
we
the
need an
last
airbrush.
it's a Toblerone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Now, Toblerone is fancy and a luxury item because you can only get it at airports.
True, they don't sell it in shops. My wife keeps telling me.
Also doubles as a fantastic close combat weapon.
True.
And a tank trap.
And an ulcer creator on the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Roof of
So
your mouth.
choose who you would like to assign those to.
I'm going to keep the magic 8 ball. May is going to have the red wine.
Fantastic.
And Harlow will have the Toblerone and the nail kit.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And as the leader, it's now your choice where you move on.
Yeah, it's about time I took command around here. As I say this to the commissioner as I look at my map.
I look at my map. I'm not great with directions as a boat captain. I have options. From Whitewater, I can take us southwest to a place marked Sanctuary. I can take us directly west to a place named Crashed Plane, which I think will have some good Hollywood jokes. And I can lead us all the way back down somewhere else, but we've already been there. So, between Crashed Plane and Sanctuary, I'm going to choose the Crashed Plane.
Ooh.
Yeah, having a look through the thicket here and on my little map, I can see that there's a plane that's come down. Like I'm going to come down on any other challenger that wants a shot at the title because I'm walking away with the immense wealth.
You follow along the banks of the river for a short while until the path cuts inland a bit more. And you come to the base of quite a broad hill. Like this isn't a steep incline like before. This is just the gentle few degrees of rise. And there's this scrubby sort of ground cover everywhere. You're not in the thick forest anymore. Visible from a distance, you see this crashed plane, and it's like one of those with the two propellers and the props are bent back and folded under it. It looks like it's crash landed here, and there's a furrow where it's hit, but the furrow looks half overgrown. You move your way up to the aircraft, and it's overgrown with weeds. The chassis is rusting.
Is this the tailspin plane?
Boop, 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 boop. No. It's not. I was just picturing...
I was like, Baloo!
You find the corpse of Baloo inside. So you make your way up, and the plane is rusting, and it really makes you feel sort of isolated, the fact that you and this wreckage just constitute such a small part of this vast open plain around you, and you feel very exposed. You can feel a million eyes watching you from every direction.
And they're not our followers?
That's a shame.
Next is a million of them.
Perfect opportunity for a product placement that they'd force into this scene, like stickers on the plane or some supplies that aren't real but have fallen out, and they're like cans that are standing up.
Yeah.
You open the door to the plane. It's one of those where it sort of opens up and down. It's a very narrow private plane inside. There's only two seats side by side. And strapped in to one of the front seats is what is clearly a corpse. This is a person who's been dead, not for years or anything. This doesn't look all desiccated. It's still recognizable. And it looks a lot like Oscar.
Hey!
Complete with its great big bushy beard.
Hey!
And it's sat there strapped in, and you can see where it's, the person has struck their head and on the side of the fuselage and died. Wearing the same plum-coloured jumpsuit as you.
Is there a number on that top?
Unfortunately, his top's been shredded.
Oh, from the gruesome death.
Does he have my signature wristband that's fluoro in color?
Oh, wait, I don't know if I wear any of that
You
out here.
don't. All you've got is the follower counter on your wrist, which he has one, but it's deactivated. It's making no noise. The green light's still alive on your ones, but not on his.
Oh, my amnesia wore off a little. I remember the distinctive tattoo I have on my left wrist.
Now, unfortunately, that whole area has been damaged in the crash.
This freaks me out a little.
I remember the gold tooth that I had custom made with my
His lower jaw is missing.
with my initials.
The mandible bandit got him.
The mandible band.
Oscar's not feeling too good looking at that. Sitting in the plane. May come take a look at this.
You look towards the cockpit area, and there is all the panels and everything have been taken off, and it looks like they've been stripped. Like the wires have been cut cleanly off the back of the gauges and things, and parts are gone. As you draw your focus through the front windows of the aircraft, you can see about 100 meters past the nose a woman lying face down in the grass.
Oh, no. Does her hair look kind of like mine?
What does your hair look like?
So it's a very professional bob cut. Bob cut, is that?
Sure.
Do they exist, like a business kind of just above the collar.
Yep.
They call it the gold plate.
What do they call it?
The bob cut gold plate. Sorry.
That's a very bad joke. It's very niche.
It went.
There was an 80s comedian called Bobcat Goldthwait. So he was doing
Wow.
a Bobcat joke. Which I enjoy a lot, and I'm going to leave it in because I like it so much.
Please don't.
One person just sat up when they heard that.
Think about it. Our average view count or listener count each week is what? I think it
we
was
don't mention those numbers.
75,000.
I thought I was going to say 350,000
Yep.
is like globally the 75's for where we're from, but
Yeah, of course.
350,000 globally.
Stadiums upon stadiums.
I don't know that any one of those 350,000 listeners will get that joke.
You know what?
But
I'll actually take the challenge with you on this one, because anyone who grew up in the 80s and 90s watching the absolute cinematic masterpiece that is
Police Academy 2?
Yes.
Citizens on Patrol?
and every subsequent police academy after that will
Yeah.
know Bobcat Goldthwait.
So there's a way that the audience can advise us if they know this. And
Yeah, look, if you get the reference, obviously, 5-star review with a comment about the reference you got.
Correct.
If you didn't get it, really the best way is to subscribe, 5-star review, and put a comment on there that you didn't get it, but you love the podcast anyway.
And check
That's
out
the most
our
helpful.
merch.
And isn't there a prize, free merchandise for the 360,000th subscriber?
The 360,000 subscriber will get a
Which
prize.
is due to go off, I think, later this week. I think we were
It'd have
close
to be.
to it. I mean, that was a rounding error when I said 350,000. So anyway, so I look out the window and I see
This female. Back to my corpse.
And I see a washed-up 90s comedian.
Oh, that's harsh. He's also quite an accomplished director now.
Is he really?
He's made some good films.
What would he sound like as a director?
That's
Launching this summer, the reality TV sensation, Dad Joke Gladiators. Watch as 10 dads battle it out using their best dad jokes to be crowned the king of Dad Joke Gladiators.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe?
I don't know.
Roberto.
10 dads enter, but only one leaves with comedic immortality.
I tried to make a belt out of watches. Yeah, waste of time.
I used to really hate facial hair, but then it started to grow on me.
I stayed awake all night wondering where the sun had gone. But then it dawned on me.
Who will win? Find out this summer on Dad Joke Gladiators.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
No, please, no more.
Because he was outstanding in his field?
I don't understand why this hurts so much. It's just words. Why is it physical pain?
That's the power of competitive comedy.
I'm not okay with this. I'm just not okay.
Join us for the next season of Dad Joke Gladiators.
Fashion Badger.
I'm obviously a bit panicking, like I'm seeing the corpse that kind of looks like Oscar, and I see Oscar's reaction. I'm looking out the window, I'm seeing this woman has a similar haircut to mine. I'm wondering how I'm going to close the loop on this. I need to circle back and just double click on what I'm seeing and try and pivot, but this is not within my wheelhouse. I know this is mission critical and I need to leverage off what has presented, but full disclosure, and I'm just going on and on with terrible business talk.
Maze language talk. Someone will tune in halfway through this episode and be like, oh, this is some like self-improvement.
Business podcast.
I'm still in a work chat.
Yeah, so no, I don't even know what to do.
You move as a group to look around outside and you see a lone figure walking towards you from the direction of the nose of the plane. Like she's going to sort of meet you. If you make your way to the corpse, that woman, you'll probably meet around there. She waves her hands up and she's like, hi, hello, hi, I'm no harm. I'm no, like, she put her hands up and you see her sort of flinch a little when she sees the shotgun slung on Oscar. She says, hi, my name's Pania. Who are you guys?
I spin the shotgun around so it slides under my arm and I rack it, which ejects a complete cartridge over into the grass, wasting one of my rounds.
Yeah, I didn't hear your walkout music, so I'm not sure who I'm talking to.
That's good.
And she says, "Whoa, I'm friendly. I just want to get through this. I don't mean any trouble." It's like, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought this person needed help, but now I can see they're beyond help. And you've got close enough now that you can clearly see there is a bullet hole, like right between her shoulder blades, that is clearly the cause of death. And she's kind of got something half concealed under her body. You can't really tell what it is. I'd like to look at it, Gordon. Cool.
So yeah, I go to look at it. So and I'm nervous. So I get my machete out, which I had in my hands. I'm nervous about this woman that's just presented, and I use the machete to sort of try and roll the corpse just away from whatever it is, just to see what that thing is underneath the body.
Okay. You roll her over. And underneath the body, you find is actually a concealable melee weapon. It's like one of those batons the cops have in America.
They
the extendy ones.
Yep.
And this is a special thing because this is a redacted acquisition.
Ooh.
This is something that is off the books of Deathmatch Island. And you can tell this because it's not in the traditional Deathmatch Island orange like the shotgun is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the little green and red activate, deactivate lights, which are green on the green and shotgun at the moment, but who knows? This is something that can be used anytime. Do not ask me how they remotely disable a pair of size, but they do.
They automatically turn to rubber and just wilt over.
Yeah.
They turn on the island's electromagnet. This is redacted. This is super secret. This is something that you can keep and use even when the game doesn't want you to.
Fantastic. Well, I see that and I bend down and pick it up and just take it straight away.
Pania's clearly trying to be peaceful with you. My leader at the moment's Oscar. You're going to just go on your way, or are you going to try and make friends? Do you want an ally?
I'm going to turn away from her a little and talk to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
We can already see that some of the other groups are starting to form stables where they have more numbers than us. What do we want to do? Do we want to bring this one along, even as a meat shield?
I love horses, so I will have any stables we can get.
I see my choice of words has really led you down a path there. Do we bring someone maybe as bait?
I'm just thinking how I might be able to value add to this conversation. And full disclosure, what's happened has just really moved the needle. And I'm just babbling corporate speak. I don't even know what's going on. I've never seen a dead person before, let alone two. And then I'm still thinking about Baloo in the front seat, so I'm having a meltdown. So I can't even.
I'm going bug-eyed at this point, and I look back and I'm like,
What did you say your name was?
It's like I'm the Pania. Pania, they call me. And she's this, youngish woman, mid-20s, brown skin, and she's sort of quite meek and mild. She looks quite small build.
Pania, how do we know we can trust you? Trust is big currency out here.
I just want to get through this. I just want to get along. I've got my own beef with the island that I want to deal with, and I don't want to hurt anybody.
What supplies do you bring with you, Pania?
She's like, my sunny disposition? Gives you like a big grin.
I'm very happy with that as a mode of currency.
you've already put your arm around it.
I walk up to her menacingly and I raise my nail bat in front of her and I point it really threateningly, menacing at her. And I point it right at her face and I look her dead in the eye and I go, show me your nails. Because she's got her hands up, I can't see.
Mm-hmm. So she turns them around.
I have a quick glance and I turn around to her and go, she's trustworthy, lovely nails, natural polish, love it.
If I had more stuff, I'd probably give it to her like a magic 8-ball. But in fact, I shake the magic 8-ball.
Oh,
I'm like,
yes. Should we trust this person?
Tell you
Ask
what,
the magic 8-ball.
Pancake, Pania, Panini, we're going to let fate decide what happens with you.
And as it settles, it says, but ask again later. And I say,
Pania, fate has smiled upon you this day, for you get to join the band. Welcome.
we need a bassist. If she ends up double crossing us,
She's like, okay, thanks so much. And at that very moment,
Oh, no.
a klaxon sounds.
Ooh.
3 times this klaxon rings in succession. And giant loudspeakers, you hear the voice of the very familiar host. And he says, Deathmatch Island, play to win. Phase 2 has begun. And this little chord plays. Now, phase 2 of the game is where instead of meeting people, instead of completing challenges, you have one objective, which is prepare yourselves and participate in the Battle Royale. The voice goes on to say, only half the competitors will leave. Battle Royale starts in 15 minutes. Yeah, you've hit what we call the scout phase. During the scout phase, this is about you making your preparations and getting ready for the Battle Royale. It might be trying to find allies. It might be surveying the ground. It might be trying to find resources that you need. Everyone must participate in the scout phase. There is no supporting. When you win, if you win, whoever wins gets a 1d10 advantage to take into the final Battle Royale. And the Battle Royale will be who lives and who dies. Tell me about your scouting, what you want to do. I say it might be regrouping with teams, it might be reconnoitering, it might be surveilling the opposing alliance. Abthorpe's still out there somewhere with his team. It might be the one who wants to try and use snake mode and infiltrate. Might be you want to try and talk people down. We'll start with Oscar.
Oscar's realized the importance of numbers in this game. The big currency is how many fists can be punching.
and I want to, now that we've signed one person, my goal is just to start recruiting. Bring people in who have other weapons, other skills.
So you can choose what capability you want to use, but that sounds to me like it's going to be social game, unless there's some way you can leverage your manly strength to...
Absolutely can. Where we are we still at the crash plane?
Yeah, in the scout phase, you can kind of end up wherever you want on the island. That's somewhere you've already been.
I'll keep us here for now. What I want is a little bit of high ground. So I'm going to climb up on the twin rotor plane, the hull, the chassis, the rusted wreck, and I'm going to tear up one of the panels and lift it over my head and break it in half and roar.
And if you want to be part of the winning team that's going to be taking the Intercontinental Championship back from the commission, if the commission is listening, I have this to say to him.
And then people are like starting to emerge from the thicket and they're looking around.
This is a way to lure new
I'm
supporters.
cutting a promo to get more people on board.
Great. Harlow.
I think I'm walking to. I agree with Oscar to a degree, but I think we need more equipment. I think more people, more equipment, and so I'm going to head towards the apartment blocks and start scouting, start hunting for gear. I'm going to fashion myself a little safari explorer hat out of some leaves and twigs. Very, very stylish. I'm going to paint my nails a new color, put a little bit of a netting gel on them, and I'm now going to go and put my scouting boots on.
It's the captain's hat from the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're going to be using snake mode for that?
I
Is
think
to
so,
sneak
yeah.
around, do it?
Yeah, to sneak around, to sly about and do that.
And May, same question to you. You can use any capability you want. What's your plan here?
My plan is, like any good defense attorney, I know when to enter a plea, I know when to try and resolve a matter, and I know when there's a case that just can't be won. And
He's leaving us.
basically that's what's happening. Ever since I've joined these people, I feel like it's been one disaster after another. Typical defense attorney doesn't have introspection to think it could be a problem with me. So very confident, but I think I need to cut this team and move on. And so I'm going to head south to the sanctuary where I hope to find new people, if not befriend a better team, because these are clearly, these are
How's
clearly.
the amnesia as well? They're gone from district attorney to defense attorney.
Yeah.
So you're trying to ingratiate yourself with the other team?
With the other team, yeah.
Now, this doesn't necessarily, of course, you guys don't know this, and it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to leave you or that May's going to leave you. She might be using this as a way to infiltrate and to get some advantage. So what I need you all to do is roll your dice. It's going to be your name dice, your relevant capability, and obviously occupation if it is appropriate. And you can still spend fatigue to add another dice. So, like Mike, you could use your challenge beast and your social dice if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend a fatigue.
I will not spend a fatigue because I only have one left.
No, I'm not going to spend a fatigue either, but I am going to use my snake mode.
I have rolled a 7.
I've got myself a 13.
6.
So the highest roll there was Harlow. So Harlow, your technique of going and finding new supplies and surveilling the ground has earned you a 1d10 advantage die. Now, you can keep that for yourself. You can use it on any roll in phase 2, and you can give it to someone else in exchange for trust. You have to decide until just then. You're going to get 9 followers.
Ooh.
Oh. You two are each getting 1 follower. And 1 fatigue for a failed roll.
So I've now used all 4 of my fatigues.
So next time it'll be injuries.
Correct.
Now you have a choice. This is called the scramble phase. During the scramble phase, you have to either work to seize the advantage or you have to work to defend against some incoming threats. The biggest threat that faces you at the moment, and you can see it from your elevated position where you got up there, and Harlow, you've seen evidence of it when you're scouting around, is Abthorpe's alliance is massive now. And he's virtually set up like a perimeter of people, like spotting locations all around the island. And those people are slowly closing in to try and catch other survivors in the dragnet. And you can see that as this goes on, you're going to face the risk of being cornered and being exposed by the scouting group. On the other hand, you've also got now, through a megaphone, you can hear Abthorpe's voice constantly yelling platitudes and encouraging people to come and join his team. You know, if you want to survive, you need to do this. And you can see out of the corner of your eye that Punya's seriously considering this offer. You can tell that if you don't do something about this, she's likely to turn tables on you, betray you. So each of you needs to decide now if you're going to defend or if you're going to seize an opportunity to get an advantage in the final phase. If you seize the opportunity, it means you get to choose what the bonus capability is we're going to be using in the Battle Royale. You get to choose the dice that you roll. It's very powerful.
I think I'm sitting there looking at this and seeing May wander off and watching the clearly unhinged, delusional ex-wrestler fishing boat captain swinging from a wrecked plane, thinking I might have to start looking out for myself here. I quickly put a lacquer coat on the nails and I seize the opportunity.
Okay.
May's the exact same. This team that we started with has fallen apart, not in small part to Oscar and his behaviour. And I need to look after number one as well. My alliances here are starting to fall away and I'm panicking. I'm kind of drawn to Abthorpe a little bit.
Okay. Those threats that I talked about are going to come to fruition if you don't do something to stop them. But that's your choice. Oscar?
When my back's up against the wall is when I'm a caged animal. I can only fight.
I'm going to seize. And when it comes time, I have a diabolical plan.
And I'm going to create a crippling blow to Mr. Agapantha.
It's a type of flower.
I got it.
Common on this island.
So the problem for you is that these threats have come to fruition. Panya, in a moment of panic, overawed by what's going on and concerned by the calls coming over the loudspeaker, pulls out a small pistol from somewhere in a waistband and fires a shot, which hits Oscar.
Yes.
You didn't need to roll. I knew it was coming.
Oscar, you're going to mark an injury.
Yep.
And she flees across the open ground towards the direction of the incoming dragnet. And more importantly, this suppressing fire starts raining down from some of Abthorpe's spotters up on the hills. So you're each going to take a fatigue, and one of you is going to take an injury. And it's May.
So I don't have any fatigues left. So I've taken 2 injuries now.
Yeah. So once you've hit that second injury mark, I'm going to tell you what it is specifically. It's a broken foot.
Ow.
It's where you face planted trying to get away from everyone. So even though you've injured yourself and you've broken your foot as you're running away, this provides this moment of clarity to you where you suddenly realize the stakes of the island. And you can choose one of those advancements in the corner of your sheet to upgrade your character. Which one are you going to do?
Yeah, so there's 4 options here, and one is advance my occupation to a D8. And at the moment I can roll a 6 for that, so it'll give me a chance of a +2. So I'll do that.
Great. So because no one defended against those threats, those things happened. But the beautiful thing is you do still have the opportunity to seize the advantage here.
Not feeling like I've got too many advantages. I'm injured. I'm on the ground with a broken leg.
Seizing is very important because seizing can set the stakes for the battle royale. So if I win that competition, I can decide that the stakes involve someone's significant death. If you guys win, you can obviously limit the impact even if you happen to lose. This is a very important role. So in your contest to seize control of the island, what you're essentially doing is trying to overpower, trying to set the terms, set the scope of what the battle royale is going to be. And Abthorpe's alliance is still vast, so it gets a D10.
Oh.
It gets another one for having so many members. That's going to set your target number, and you're all going to try and roll against it using your chosen capability. So roll your dice for me using your name dice, using whatever capability you're doing. And your goal here, your objective is get control of this ground where the final battle is going to go down. Tell me how it goes. It could be that you're digging a sophisticated network of tunnels. It could be that you're providing, visual distraction. It could be that you're yelling angrily while holding some plane panels.
I've got something cool for this when it comes time.
Right?
Can we argue our occupation in as well, or is this just name and... then I have to tell you my plan. Do you want to hear a very cheeky snapshot of my plan?
Sure.
I'm going to use the corpse of possibly me inside the plane as a Weekend at Bernie's dummy, and that dummy's going to have a grenade in him, but I'm using my roping skills as a fishing boat captain to hoist him up on the side of the plane.
That seems tenuous, but yep, I'll allow it. Yes. Harlow, what's your approach here?
My approach is one of when you work at a nail salon and you're doing makeovers and you're redoing people's nails last minute for galas, weddings, birthday parties, anything like that. It's really all about masquerading, about hiding, about camouflaging, if you will, someone's dirty, grotty face, nails, hair, whatever, into something that looks beautiful. And now that I have my little nail kit,
I'm on his team and I can't even get behind this.
I want to create a series of almost, if you want to channel like Arnie in Predator type thing, where there's just ropes, pulleys, sneaky places, hiding where I can set up a system of getting somewhere quickly and quietly with the hope of creating confusion by being able to go
So
behind
you're getting
and
your
move.
name dice and just your snake mode dice.
He's trying. Can we just take a moment to appreciate? There was a slight part of me that, okay, yep, now salon manager. All of a sudden, he's setting up traps in the forest like Arnie, and I'm like, I don't hate it.
I'm more sneaking around and being,
Enjoy your 2 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 dice, actually, because I get an advantage. I've got my D10.
You can choose to use that now, or you can save it for the actual shootout at the end.
All right, strap yourselves in for this one. So I'm a district attorney. District attorney is a prosecutor, and to prosecute, they need to understand defense. So see what I've done? Yep. So I'm here to try and defend my life, and the way I will be defending my life as a district attorney is what's it now? There's a female on the ground that looks somewhat like me who is deceased. A good defense is distraction. What I will do is prop that body up so that the enemy will think that it's me, and then I'm actually going to hide in the bush, and
So you get your name dice and your snake mode dice.
If I ain't getting camouflage, you ain't getting
I thought you were
defense
say
attorney.
defense. I will be building defense around.
I know.
Yeah, I don't. There was a tough
Now,
one.
any of those acquisitions you've got, if you'd like to use some for this, you can still do that. If there's some benefit that
So
you
I've
can
got
gain.
a frag grenade, a machete, and a pair of sais.
So is your machete helping you in
In this?
this process?
No, not at all.
I'm using my climbing gear and my grapple to sort of put myself to a high advantage in one of the higher trees around here.
Great.
So
you're gonna get
hiding in the top trees.
an extra D4, and that adds on to whatever you roll. So everybody roll. Use your 2 highest dice.
I've rolled a 7.
I've rolled a 6.
And I've rolled a 10.
The target number was an 11.
Thought it might be.
Yeah, thought it might be.
So the stakes for the final battle are pretty clear here. Abthorpe's been lining up non-compliant people and shooting them. The stakes are at least one of you is going to die out of this if you lose the battle royale. The big problem for you is that person is obviously going to take with them whatever they own. It's going to cost you as a team an awful lot. But if you win the battle royale, you're still going to have some say and some control here. The worst thing that can happen to you is losing this battle royale, obviously. And he's going to decide the capability being used here is challenge beast. His men are just using sheer brutality and strength and force of arms. So everyone's going to roll a dice. It is always a deathmatch test. You can use one other dice. The challenge beast dice can be added for free because that's the capability of the contest. Any other dice that you think is relevant, you have to pay a fatigue for. So Abthorpe's group is closing in, and you can see them as they're coming down the hills, lining up, catching people who are running away from them and just mercilessly beating them or shooting them.
Can they all be wearing aviators now, like you?
And they've all got mustaches.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Nobody knows where they came from.
He doesn't know Quincy's dead, so he's still like, and find me Quincy, bring me the head of Quincy.
Quincy's not dead.
Quincy, we left Quincy back at the
Oh,
radio
yeah.
mast.
The radio
Yes.
mast.
I'm thinking of an anonymous male in his 30s who fell through
Yeah.
the bridge.
Brian, we'll call him.
I think you said his name was Uncle Jimmy when you described
Uncle
him
Jimmy.
before.
It was Uncle Jimmy when he's.
That's a shame. I was hoping Quincy was dead.
So they're closing on you. This is the fight to the death moment where you must decide if you're going to live or if you're going to die. So I would suggest this is the time you use all of your acquisitions, if they're useful, and fight your way out. So this is a deathmatch contest. You're going to be rolling your name dice, rolling your deathmatch dice. You can spend fatigue to add one other capability dice if you would like, or if it's challenge based, you get it for free, because that's what Abthorpe's using. Mike, how many dice are you rolling there?
Yeah, so I start with my 2d6. As you mentioned, I get the challenge beast for free, so that's a d8. And I'm going to be using my Remington shotgun because it is deathmatch time. So that's going to give me 2d4, and I get to pick the highest that comes out of those.
I'm going to be using my name, my D6 name, my D6 deathmatch, my D6 challenge beast. I'm also going to use my D10, which I got previously as my extra bonus dice that I'm going to use. And I'm going to use my baseball bat with the nails, which are all painted very shiny and shellacked right now, as an extra D.
May will be using a D6 for name dice, D6 for deathmatch. I've got a free D6 for challenge based. And it is the last stand, so I'll be rolling 1d4 as well for the M67 frag grenades.
She still looks like prim and proper, and she's just holding a grenade.
Just holding it out the front of her like straight armed.
Yeah.
So they're going to set their target number. They're going to roll a dice. As usual, you're going to try and beat that. Roll your dice.
Oscar Hopman.
He's giving you a 13.
Morrows has gone a 10.
And Harlow Bellamy has gone an 11.
The target number was an 11. They rolled very low. You were very lucky there. Tell me how your battle looks, because there's going to be consequences. I know you've done well in some areas and badly in others. You ultimately won the fight. Tell me how it shakes out for you, mate.
Look, May's in bad shape. Nursing an injury. It was a broken ankle. Is on the ground. This was her last stand. She is spent. She's reached out. She's grabbed the grenade and she's just lobbed it overhead into the crowd. It's rolled into the base of the followers, of Abthor's followers, and detonated. It's taken out a large portion of them. It was a lucky throw and it's landed right in the center of the mass. Luckily, it's actually injured a lot of people on the outside too, so that's weakened their ability to attack these two. And then May has just collapsed to the ground exhausted. That was her last stand.
Harlow's is slightly more comical. Whilst starting at the beginning and standing in his little tree fort, he's grabbed the vine that he's going to swing into the crowd with, raised his bat, screamed out, "Harlow Bellamy!" and swung straight through the middle of the group, swinging the bat and missing absolutely everybody. Everyone got money because I announced my swing in. Everybody had time to look at me, duck, and I swung past. However, everyone then sort of looked around confused and forgot that I was coming back on the backswing. And coming back on the backswing, I accidentally bang into the gunman standing right next to Abthorpe, who accidentally pulls his trigger, which is on finger, and shoots the bloke next to him. This sends off almost a comical chain reaction of weapons and men falling and dropping knives and stuff into each other that takes out half the group without me really ever meaning to do so.
And Oscar, you've won this deathmatch. How does this look?
Only the hardest of people made it through to Oscar. They survived the rest of this calamity, and they're walking up to the wreckage of the plane, and they're just mean. They've got angry teeth. They've got tattered clothes. They've got notch marks on their own clothing of some of the scalps of people they've claimed along the way. And they walk over, and they're like, "Game's over, fisherman's friend."
Oh, no.
And then
Terrible.
the dummy spins as if it's like the corpse turns as if it's reacting to what's being said, but there's a grenade in the top pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then they hear me from the side going, "Thanks for the game, fellas. It's been a blast." And then, God,
Oh, nice.
it goes. That takes out the first couple. And then all of a sudden, I'm on top of the plane. I throw this huge net down, like from the back of the cargo plane that goes over a group of them. And I'm like, "Quite the catch." And then I walk over with my shotgun, rack it, which expends another brand new cartridge. So I've lost another one. And then I'm like,
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
and I'm just, it's horrific.
Oh,
I'm covered in blood. They call me a blood plum.
Wow. That had everything in it.
that was
This was the big moment.
that was horrendous. Welcome back to hour 82 of our Deathmatch Island Celebrity Marathon. I'm your host, Seabiscuit Kingshead, and as always, I'm joined by Bartholomew Chestnuts. Bam! What do you got for us?
Well, Seabiscuit, our 78 saw community favourite Shanada on an absolute tear. He spent a good 20 minutes stomping on recently retired contestant Nautical John. Let's go to the clip. Shanida! Shanida! Hot! 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 But as you saw, he now spent the past 3.5 hours admiring a small hat he recovered from Nautical John's corpse.
I guess John's sleeping with the fishes. Hey, Bam!
That's right, CB. In other revelations, we saw a team up between Doc Croc Gibbets and none other than Monty Calamari. Mostly Doc has been staring increasingly closely at Monty and testing to see if its head fits in his mouth, but we'll have to see how that turns out.
And if you missed it, make sure you press the red button on your remote control where you can catch the highlights of the ongoing spiritual debate between Profanius, priest of Bog Al Karuk, praise be his name, and Mrs. Gloria Janowitz.
Hail the sacred parsnip of Bog Al-Kara.
I don't know, honey. I don't go in for the newfangled religions. Do you know my neighbor Cynthia? She once tried Kabbalah, and all of a sudden she had to buy a membership and kept getting friendship bracelets every month. And my third husband, Morty, he signed up to the Wine of the Month Club, and that's kind of like a religion.
Fashion Badger.
So as all this battle is going on, and Harlow's wading through like a extra in Braveheart, May has collapsed to the ground, and you see Abthorpe striding across the battlefield, like that slow-mo thing of, the smoke and the people diving in every direction, his mustache perfectly curated. And you see him walk over to where May is lying on the ground and unholster the giant revolver he's got and point it at her on the ground.
That damn thing's a cannon.
And pull the trigger.
I forgot about that bit.
I know what your last words should
Case
be.
dismissed.
I object. Bang.
Overruled.
Overruled, yes.
And silence rings in your ears for a second. And people are still fighting and falling in every direction. And Harlow, you fall backwards to the ground just as a attacker climbs on top of you with a curved dagger and he's swinging it down at you. And just as he's about to impact you, the siren goes off. It says, "This concludes phase 2. Please return to your transports. Any non-obedience will result in sanction." And everyone stops. The light on your shotgun, you're midway through blasting the poor light in your shotgun flicks red, and all of a sudden it just clicks now when you pull the trigger, like it's empty. Nothing works. You get directions back to the fishing village and to the port where you're to get back in your boat. That come over the loudspeakers. And May's body is left behind, lifeless on the shore.
So was May the turning point of the amount of people left in the game?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That last bullet, last round. If Harlow had been one more successful, you would still be with us.
Oh, God.
But you had a broken foot. You were slowing everyone down.
Yeah, that's right. So we can say that May's been taken offline. Corporate speak for taking something
And
offline.
let that
to
be the
discuss
end
it.
of the corporate speak.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Let's roll a character that's not annoying.
She's been managed out.
Has she value added?
And
You rolled a 2, I see.
as May is, her lifeblood is still seeping into the soil, someone in a matching tracksuit with number 70 on it walks up to Oscar and Harlow and says, "Oh, you guys acquitted yourselves pretty well. My name is..."
Ashanti Lamb, and I'm a bodyguard.
Carry me.
Daddy's home.
Is Ashanti a male or a female?
It's better if she's a female now than you've got daddy's home. That just really...
Ashanti, yeah, it's like a European male. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Wait, wasn't Ashanti a one-hit wonder from like that?
Don't say one hit wonder. I have 4 of her albums.
Oh, do you? Oh, my God, you probably do.
So this is the end of Island 1. Island 1 is complete. You guys have to ask, you've encountered some weird things on the island. I need you to give me a brief summary of what you think is going on here. What's the story behind the island? There's 4 categories. This could be a political project, some kind of, either it's to subjugate the masses, or it's some kind of military training academy, or maybe political prisoners are being sent there. It could be entertainment. It could be the classic reality TV show, or the surviving the game with iced tea method of hunting for sport.
chuckle.
I love that movie.
It could be
The deadliest game is man.
could be some kind of experiment, some kind of academic research, some kind of psychological game, some kind of aggression-enhancing drug trial gone wrong, something in that category. Or it could be something weird. It could be you're all dead and this is limbo. It could be you're on the alien mothership. It could be maybe there's hundreds of clones of you. On each of you, one of those broad 4 categories, we know what you think's going on here. I think, Oscar, you found what might be your own corpse, so maybe you should go first.
Yeah, and I'll make the pitch that it is entertainment for the masses, but after season 1 of Deathmatch Island, they realized they couldn't get anyone else to sign up because everyone was like, whoa, no, it turns out a lot of people are dying. So what they did was they created clones of all first 100 contestants. and then they continue to make clones every season. And so you get to know the characters. And just because number 42 was eliminated in season 1, you know their strengths, their weaknesses. And you're like, no, there's half a chance they can win season 2. That's my pitch.
That's interesting. I like
and
that.
then the community don't feel as bad because these people are already dead and these are clones made for this purpose.
So you've been through this hundreds of times, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Harlow, what do you think about that?
I actually quite like that one. I was just straight going down this is a TV show. This is in the iced tea. What is it?
Surviving the game?
Surviving the game. What was there's a very similar one as well while we're talking pro wrestlers with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vinnie Jones.
yeah.
That's a very similar island type game. And that's what I was thinking. The clones bit I like, but I don't know if Harlow could bring themselves to think that there's another one of him out there.
And it's so good for the social media following because there's a team behind this that are hyping up every single one of the contestants over and over, being like 2-time winner, this person. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight up show.
Okay.
So mine's kind of a mix between the two. So I like what Mike or Oscar has raised. Essentially, this is what started as a reality TV show, but it's based in the far future where certain technologies exist.
Okay.
And you know how like in Survivor where they'll have like not a celebrity edition, but they'll have famous survivors from previous seasons will come back, the fan favorites. Some of those fan favorites are no longer with us, but they have been cloned to reappear. So only a select few have been cloned and brought back for our future season.
You're maybe like at the end of like a Big Brother, they get voted on and those that get to come back.
Correct.
After the end, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's what this is. So some of the real fan favorites that didn't make it are back for this ultimate edition, this big...
Can't wait till we come across Boston Rob. It's a very popular Survivor.
If you like Survivor, give us a 5-star review. I'm gonna allocate these that there's two of you leaning towards entertainment and one leaning towards the weird. Now you get to vote for each other as competitors. We're looking for people who have outbraved, outsmarted, outtalked, or outlast. So I'm going to give a vote as well, but each person is going to give one vote. On your sheet there, you get a tick when you get voted in that category. So I think we'll start with Oscar. Believe it or not, out of all the things, I think I'm going to vote for Oscar for outsmart. Just a terrible decision making the whole way, but the dummy grenade trick, I think was the clincher at the end.
I think that one,
So that's one for outsmart there. Mike, Oscar, would you like to speak about who you'd like to vote for?
May's not getting Outlast, but I'm going to give Outlast to Harlow because there was so much scrambling to just survive, and the game is survival, and it doesn't matter how good you are in every other aspect and occupation and skill set that you bring, you find a way to live.
I had through some very poor dice in that, but
All right, and I'm going to say for Harlow, because you're each going to get 3 votes. You're each going to get votes in different categories from everyone else at the table. Harlow, I think you're going to have to get Outlast from me as well, because of the perseverance. There was a lack of success, but there was a degree of perseverance.
Thank you.
May, would you like to talk about Oscar first or about Harlow and see what vote you're going to give them?
I'll talk about Harlow. Absolutely gets the out-talk category. Yep, the phenomenal, never one to go backwards, always on the front foot trying to talk his way into or out of a scenario. Life and death situation and commenting on the quality of someone's hair and nails. So how could someone else get the out-talk there? That's a definite one from me.
Very true.
I think as well, I've got a vote here on Michael, Oscar Hartman, and I think I'm going to give him the out brave. The line between bravery and stupidity is pretty thin, and I think you push that line immensely all the way through. So
it was pretty brave of me to execute a bunch of people pinned under a cargo net.
But it was pretty brave of you to run across that bridge when required. It was pretty brave of you to paddle that boat. Every challenge you went.
What else do you like about me?
Hold it,
May.
Not your nails. I'll tell you that much.
I'm also going to give an out brave to Oscar as well, because I think, is there ever a point in this entire campaign where he didn't demonstrate bravery? I think not.
Great.
That's why I like role playing.
It's true. So tick that off in your sheet. Each one of you gets to mark 1 advance on your character sheet. So this will obviously be your new character, Kane. So tick off 1 advance and build a skill. You're also each going to clear 2 fatigue. And if you want, you can use one of your small luxuries to clear another 2 fatigue. You're on that long voyage between islands. And there's this beautiful, every time you reach a lit up buoy, there's another one, just to the edge of your vision, continuing off into the ocean. And with the roar of the diesel motor and the sloshing of the waves and the smell of salt, the sun is going down. You make your way away from Island 1 of Deathmatch Island.
Yay!
Woo! 2/3 of you survived.
And you picked up a new friend.
Yeah, you made a new friend.
Ashanti.
I'm like, you're not me.
It's a bit like the Poseidon adventure where every now and then a sort of guest star has to appear and come in just to make sure there's a sort of influx of new talent. So conveniently, there was a character already waiting to go. This has concluded episode 2 of Deathmatch Island. I have been Gordon.
I've been Mike.
I have been Fitz.
I have been Kane.
Thanks very much for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Fashion Badger.